Hello, welcome back. I'm Brendan Lee. In this video, I want to talk to you about a mind state that is useful for the work that I do and for discovery and for growth and for developing skill. This happened because I got a comment on my YouTube channel. Now, I'm going to, this individual, Mr. Red Anvil, R-E-D, whatever. I'm going to use your comment to serve people, all right? So even if I am calling you out, this is not a degradation of you. This is an invitation. And also I'm going to use it to help other people. So it's actually a service. All right, so basically the comment goes something like this. And you also caught me when I saw it and I was like, what the fuck? Where is this forum that you get the questions? Thanks. So I heard the comment. I read the comment. I didn't hear the comment. I read the comment. And immediately I had a reaction, and the reaction was like, first reaction was like, holy fuck. Then my second reaction was, I think I should do a video about this because I can use it to serve people, and it shows up a dynamic that I see that occurs in people. And it's this dynamic of not going past what's there. Not going further than what's at face value. All right? So now either, case in point here, either Mr. Red Anvil did not know where the forum was, because I often say this comes from the forum. If you want to check out the forum, there's a link in the description. It helps me create content for you. See, I say these words. So now either Mr. Red Anvil didn't listen or didn't pay attention. Or maybe Mr. Red Anvil is actually asking for other people to help me, which, hey, I'd appreciate that. Yes, send my links out to everybody. See, tell everybody where to find the forum. Or you just wanted to ask. I don't know why you made the comment, and that is irrelevant for the content of this video. My main point is it's the mindset. It shows up the mindset of not looking to find what's right in front of your face. Okay, now just again, using this as an example, I'm not trying to trash this person. I don't even know who this person is. I just see a screen name that is probably not anybody's real name. I don't know. Red Anvil. Do you like hammering on metal or something like that? I don't know, okay? It is this, the description of the video is one click away. And then maybe you scroll and you see it, and then you can tap. It's 2 taps away. 2 clicks away. I see it when we send out emails. The amount of emails that get sent out versus how many people actually click on the email versus how many people actually follow through to finish something, it gets smaller. I don't know, 100 people get sent an email, 2 people click it. Something like that. If there's a link in there, 2 people will click the link. So it's this not digging into the matter. Now, it just showed me, that in this case, I'm using this as an example to show, it shows up to me this attitude that most people have. Have you ever caught yourself at a store and you're looking for something, but then you ask somebody for where it is and they point and it was right there the whole time? Or I'm sure, I've heard this complaint from women often about their intimate partners. Is that motherfucker will come over and ask me where something is, and I'm like, it's right there, asshole. Did you look? You see? And no, they didn't look. And I've done this, other people have done this, and this seems to be the general. So now I want to call your attention to this fact that often people don't pay attention. They don't look into things as far they don't. Generalizing here. Now, if you were an apprentice, for example, I would use this to say something like, look, if you can't get off your ass enough to click a button to drop a description down when I've said the links in the description, I've said it multiple times, or even have the thought, wait a minute, this guy's doing stuff on YouTube, he has a website, maybe I'll go look on his website. You see, so it's the investigative part, I'm going to look past what's at face value part. This is what I want to draw your attention to. You know, like what I have said to apprentices, for example, when I'm teaching martial arts, I'm teaching martial stuff. They go, you know, I'll say, well, pay attention to where you put the soap back in the sink. And people who've come here to do workshops, they can attest to this. I give this speech sometimes. Because people will, like no shit, people come in, the soap is on the sink for a reason. The soap is there so that if you put the soap on the counter, it dribbles water on the counter. You want to dribble the water in the sink so you don't have to really clean it up. So the soap stays on the sink, but people will come in, they'll pick up the soap, they'll wash their hands, they'll put it back, and they don't pay attention. They just put it back wherever. And they're not precise, which is also, they're not precise in their thinking, and they're not precise in their awareness. And people say, well, Brendan, why the fuck does it matter where you put the soap? It's like, well, in boxing, for example, 2 inches can make a huge difference. If a punch goes here, it's very different than if it goes here. Or if it goes to here, it's very different than if it goes past, you see, into my body. These are very, very, very different. Small difference, but large impact, okay? So here, same thing. It's a small thing, I know. And again, sir, ma'am, whoever you are, Mr. Red Anvil, I'm not picking on you. I'm using what you've given me to help serve others, all right? So it's a service. I appreciate it. It's good. And then so you're like, well, why the fuck does it matter? Fair question. It matters because the amount of curiosity that seems to be required, the amount of work that is required to become conscious, the amount of work and curiosity and perhaps openness that's required to become conscious and or develop a skill and or develop certain states of mind that work for martial arts or whatever, you have to look into the matter. You have to take a look past what's at face value, because if you look at what's face value, that's what you'll get. You have to be able to look beyond, to look into, to have insight. Do you see? An increase in consciousness. That means that what you're conscious of becomes greater. You become more aware, not less. See, so you increase your awareness. That means that you do not settle with where you're at. Okay? In a sense. I can side quest here, sidebar. If you're going for what's true, say of you, you are going for what is, not what isn't. In a sense, like you're not looking for something else, you're just looking for what's you right now. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Side quest, come to a contemplation intensive. We host them here. Links in the description. See? So I wanted to share that with people. My intent behind the sharing is to invite you to consider where are you at with your own level of curiosity and start to catch yourself, because the task of becoming conscious is a lot harder than finding a link in a description of a video. It takes significantly more work and responsibility. See, like, I'm just trying to think of a good story here. I don't know if this serves, but when I first started coming here, I was a martial apprentice. I did not give a shit about consciousness work. I knew of consciousness work, so when I started to study with Peter, I didn't care. I was just martial arts, and then I did this other crap, and I'm like, who cares? Like, let me just get back to moving my body around and learning and training and stuff like that. And eventually, like I made some breakthroughs, and oh, shit, oh, wow, there's something going on with this other work, this consciousness work. I didn't realize that. And then I started to get that there's something to get. And then more and more I started to put my attention in those areas, and it made a huge difference. But I had to take responsibility. I had to know that there was something to grasp in a sense. I went for it. And I didn't stand on what my experience just is now. I mean, yes, I stood on it in the sense like, this is what I've got. I'm going to look into this. Like, this is where the work happens. It doesn't happen in a thought. You know, it happens in the experience of what is. Yeah, I know that's a little weird. Okay? So, you got it? You got the message? Be willing to look. Be the kind of person that if I set you in a room, say, for a task, you just accomplish the task. You can think on your own. You can dig into things. You want to know. You're curious. Now, I will acknowledge that Mr. Red Anvil was at least curious enough to send me a comment, which is going to get this person the answer that they're looking for. So that's taking some action. But then also, like I would tell the apprentices would come in, and again, you know, pulling from my experience working with people that come here, you know, I'm very much telling people what to do for a lot. And then eventually there's a trap there, as far as I can tell, where people start going, oh, hey, Brendan, how does this go? How does this go? How does this go? Because they're used to me telling them things. And then I start going, no, you figure it out. You figure it out. You figure it out. You see, like turning it back to them. Why? Why would I do that? Well, because then they develop the skill of figuring it out. And this is a very useful and powerful skill to have in this work. So the same thing here. You know, where's the link? Figure it the fuck out. Or at least try to figure it out first. Then if you're having some challenges, then ask. You see that? It's my point of the video is I want to inspire that spirit for you. Inspire you to have that spirit, okay? So that you can figure stuff out, and it will empower you. It'll help you in your life. It will give you a power that is effective. See, like if I had some guys actually come work for me recently, I paid them to help me on my house. Oh, my house is an example. I don't know how to build houses. What am I doing? Figuring it the fuck out. By whatever means necessary. You know, YouTube, asking people, building things, failing, making mistakes, correcting those mistakes, trying to just working on it. You see, who's teaching me? Me. Via others, of course. Yeah, but it's like I am the initiator. I am taking the initiative. I am doing the stuff. It's like it's in my court. And the same for you in your work, consciousness work, or developing a skill. It's like it's you. You are the one. It's always been you. You know? Okay, so you got that. Yeah? Mr. Red Anvil, I appreciate that you made that comment. One, because you want to know where the forum is. And two, because you've allowed me to bring it to light, put you on the spotlight, but that's okay. It's for a good cause. And help others. You know, hopefully help others, inspire them to this different, and more capacity in this area, at least. Okay? So that's what I have for you in this video. Thank you very much for tuning in. Now, if you want to check the forum out, there's a link in the description. Okay? Go there, click the link. You can look at the forum, and then also please make a post there or comment on some other people's posts, because it helps me generate content for you, and it also helps serve other people and serve me, you know, because I'm like building up my website and all that stuff. So you're invited to do that. Otherwise, please come down here, do a workshop. Again, there's a link in the description. It'll send you over to Rolliston's website, and you can just learn about the workshops that we have, all right, because they're pretty awesome. Okay? So cool. Mr. Red Anvil, thank you for writing in. And everybody else, much love. Till next time, Happy New Year, and have a great one. See ya.